Hi, welcome all. Thought I'd do another sped up narrated sketch, figure sketch, which all in all took me about, less than 30 minutes, something like 25 minutes or so. It's a graceful female figure pose, and with a kind of a twist or torsion in the torso. And here you see me very gesturally laying out the figure. I'm taking plenty of liberty with the gesture and the proportions of the figure. And, and before long, I think about implementing a little bit of shading, like you see me doing here. Now I adopted here a way of working, a method or a style, and that is a bit more, let's say, intuitive, or maybe a bit less systematic than I have trained myself in. Kind of letting go of some of the meticulous construction and filling in patches of dark rather quickly, relying on the fact that charcoal is, this kind of willow or vine charcoal is easily corrected and manipulated, and also keeping in mind the intended wish to kind of get a very quick, expressive figure sketch suggestion, and not a very highly realistic render. So yeah, here you see me basically having plotted or blocked in all the darks, which already renders quite a understandable figure sketch, and that means I can basically move on to a little bit of what I'm doing here: wiping, smudging. I decided to use mainly my finger, and you see me rubbing my finger clean there to kind of not get an overly dirty sketch, but at the same time it's okay if it's a little bit dirty and gritty. So at this point I could already call it quits. It's been about I think, what is it, 10 minutes in, something like that. So I'm not halfway, and everything from here is basically incremental kind of development, hopefully improvement. I'm mainly concerned with some of the halftones, some of the suggestion of detail, like the little earlobe there, and the lightest lights, and where I need to refine the proportions, but also the values themselves. I can make them darker. I think you'll see me come in. I had a break, by the way, that's why you saw a little change of the camera position. So now I'm starting again, and I think you'll mainly see me working on these kinds of little areas where I erase, refine, and implement a little bit of clear shadow, core shadow, like there. So this is basically the slowest part, and it's about 50% of the entire time spent on maybe, what would be 20% or something of the final result. remembering that the key figure and lighting situation and even the mood of the pose has been captured already. And like I often say, this is usually a stage where I run the risk of taking it too far and making it too refined. I think with this one I managed to steer clear of that, and now it's just about getting a little bit clearer read for the form shadow on the torso and the buttocks and hips as well. So refining the shadow. Her arm is casting a shadow on the upper side of the buttocks, and that's cause for a sharp, crisp edge, but then it's lost quite simply in the core shadow and form shadow. I use, by the way, one piece of fine charcoal, and I come in later with a little bit of compressed charcoal, but that's ever so slightly, I think, implemented in the final strokes. So you see here the shadow being cast over the top part of the buttocks, and that little patch of light catching her right upper butt cheek is a little bit too light. And that is something here I do that I then tone down, because, by the way, this is the compressed charcoal pencil, because all in all the form is still, of course, turning away from the light, and it would be too dissonant if that has the same kind of value as the left side catching light turned more towards the light. So that is something to take care of, these patches of light in shadow areas, usually or might very well be darker than they seem to be. I think I'm just about finished. I fiddle about with the detailing in the hand a bit, which, well, was maybe a little difficult. It's something I think I can practice a bit more, these kinds of details. You see me coming in, trying to suggest a little bit of a rendering of separate fingers. It's so small that a little drawing might be enough. Kind of sketching in the outline. You can hardly see it here on the video. And trying to refine some of the core shadows. The contrast in this video is a little bit larger, higher than it is in real life. But I've also taken a photo which I'll show after the recording is done, which is in about, well, 30 seconds or so. So you'll probably see a little bit better the final result, also without the perspectival distortion due to the camera position. And I left the legs intentionally undefined and refined. It's not important for this little sketch. And there you have it. That's the video. Thanks for watching. See you all next time. Cheers.